Hey there everyone, it's MisterStubstep, and today I'm going to be doing a somewhat different video. I'm going to be cracking open a bunch of slabs, then opening up some mail orders, and then all of these cards are going to be put into the respective binders, and I'll just talk about a few things. I'm sorry for not posting as of late. Mystery just got back from San Francisco, we had the holidays, and I figured I'd take a little time to, relax and everything like that, but, hopefully I can continue posting regular videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up one of these CGC slabs. It's kind of a shame because they are very beautiful clear slabs, but the cards that are slabbed in here just are not worth it to be slabbed, and I prefer them in my binder anyway. And then also this was just a card that I purchased at a low rate because it was a PSA 7 for my promo binder as well. So I'm going to crack one of these first, and then through trial and error, see what the best technique is. I've watched a few videos already and then kind of walk through my technique and then go through the rest, and we'll go from here. So the first one I'll open up, I'll save this one since this is like the priciest promo. I'll do this Charizard V first, and I will have what I paid for slabbing each of these CGC slabs, and then I guess what they go for in this form, if I can even find it, and then what they go for raw, so you guys will be able to understand why it doesn't make sense to keep these in slabs. If these were like 9.5s or 10s, then I'd leave them, but because these are all 9s and below, like, it's just kind of a waste, because I prefer these in the binders. So I'm gonna crack this one open. All right, so first go around, it was kind of a pain in the half. No damage to the card, but overall it was just not the most fun experience, and it took a while, so I might need a few more practice runs, or I'll just maybe recommend some tutorials down below in the comments, but just have something that can kind of cut through the plastic. So right here, kind of have like the wire cutter-esque part on this Gerber, and then some type of flathead, so once you crack it open, it'll open up the corner, and then you can kind of wedge it in there, and then as you kind of twist and move, just stay in the area where it has the label. Don't go towards the card so it doesn't damage it. And then once you get in enough, you should be able to just pop it open. So I'm going to continue to go through these, and if I feel confident enough, then I'll go through one, but I think I might just do majority of these off camera also, so it's just the video just doesn't take forever. So next up, we have this Pikachu. I'll have the the prices down below. Gorgeous card, and I think with an ugly grade like an 8.5. No hate to anyone's favorite number if it's 8.5, but yeah, I would much prefer this in a binder. And also just recommend using like a plastic bag, so as like the pieces from the case go flying, they're within a bag. I would recommend a bigger bag than this, but this is the biggest bag that I have. And I mean, you can do it without, just recommend wearing eye protection or something like that. So let's open up the next one. All right, so after two, I'm feeling a little bit more confident. This one came out pretty good, and I realized when I got the 8.5, I had a little bit of fuddy-duddy here in the bottom right. But, a lot of times these promo cards sitting in the boxes and everything, they don't do too well. So next up, we have the Zacian V. I love these from the Ultra and Premium Collection 2020. Beautiful card. And let's see if I can do a little makeshift tutorial here. Once again, I recommend a bigger bag, and then, like some type of wire cutters or like scissors or something like that that can, strong and get in here. So recommend going in at the corner right here, not too close to the card. And then just giving a nice cut to break the case. Nice. And then that piece should come off. So right there, I knocked that piece off. And then I just stick in the flathead and then kind of wiggle it around. And then make sure you get to this corner over here. There we go. That was very close to the card. Make sure you angle it away from the card. And then you can kind of split it open from here and then slide the card out. So it is a little sketchy with the glue on the sides. Or, yeah, I can just... Dang it, that's not what I wanted to happen. But I think I can still kind of bend it open. Okay, so I know if I went off screen right there, but all I did was press it up against my body to bend it, and then you can slide it out. So as you can see, no damage. The way I did it was very sketchy, but more or less, take that approach, and you should be good to go. CGC slabs are actually pretty easy to open. I probably should have gone more towards the corner. I started here. I probably should have went more up here and then gotten the piece. So then you can kind of split it open that way. I went a little bit close, so then the piece broke off, and then there's still that little ledge right there that'll keep the card in. And that's when I kind of pressed it up against my body. The card points out a little bit, and then you can just pull it out nice and smooth. Now I'm just going to go through these one by one, hopefully pretty quickly. We'll start out with the Zamazenta, and I'll have the corresponding prices down below. Let me break this one open. All right, the Zamazenta is out. Next up, we have the Dragapult V from the Ultra Shiny Collection box or something like that. Oh, I think it says up here. Oh, it doesn't. Never mind. Now you can tell this was back during the boom because these are clean copies and CGC was grading hard. This would probably get like a 9.5 nowadays with CGC, but still will look great in the binder. And next we have the Dragapult VMAX, which is a really cool one from that same premium collection box. Another clean card to add to the binder. And we're going to the last two. We have the Crobat V. Very beautiful shiny Crobat. There is the Crobat V, looking gorgeous as ever. And then the final CGC slab to crack open today is this Crobat VMAX. And there is the Crobat VMAX. Another clean card and the final CGC slab that I had to pop open. Next up, we have this PSA card. So CGC slabs are apparently the easiest slabs to open. So hopefully I can do this PSA one right. And I've been told the technique is fairly similar, just cutting off the corner, wedging it in, then kind of popping it open. So hopefully I can get this special delivery Pikachu unscathed and keep it at that PSA 7 quality. All right, so this Pikachu looks to be decent. Luckily, the PSA slab wasn't too difficult. And, you know, it has a little bit of wear on the back that you would see maybe from just like normal wear and tear, like being in a, like just any type of storage or anything like that. I think maybe it would deserve an 8 instead of a 7 because I don't see like any major scratches or anything. Maybe there are, I'm just blind. But overall, PSA case wasn't too bad, using the same technique of cutting the corner and then wiggling it in there, the flathead. And yeah, so I'm gonna clean up all of this and then open up these two packages, and then we're gonna do some binder time together. All right, so if anyone is using these labels in their listings, then it's fake because these are my labels, and the proper thing to do is to send these back into the respective graders so that they can take them out of the population report, in turn making the other cards more valuable. But yeah, you shouldn't see any listings with these numbers or that PSA number in the future. So now we can get right into the packages, and we're starting out with a direct TCG Player letter. They usually have decent packaging, so let's see what is on the inside of this one. Starting out with this one in the back. Oh! It's the Numel Ditto. I love this one with that sudden transformation. Which Numel is not like the others? And I think it's probably the cutest Numel there is. And like always, I'll have prices down below. If I paid less than $1, I won't be including those prices. But everything over $1, I'll include what I paid and then also how I received it and if it differs in condition, that differing condition. And I guess this one only had 2 cards. Oh, we have the Jacques from Scarlet and Violet base set. So yes, I am pursuing this master set, but I think for the rest of the year, just prioritizing funds, I have placed orders to finish my 9th set, and then my final order will be completing my 10th set of the year. So look forward to that. That is a fine looking Jacques card. I think I like the special illustration rare slightly better, but that's actually not a bad full art. Jacques got some good hair. So now we have this bubble mailer. It was in a bubble mailer, but it looks to be only maybe 1 or 2 cards. I don't know. So we'll take it out. Oh, it's just 1 card. So I think this should be a banger. Let's see what it is. Oh, the Mewtwo V-Star from Crown Zenith. I think it's one of the most expensive cards from the set besides like the Gold Guillotine and all that stuff. That is an amazing artwork. Has the Charizard. Appears to be a, what is that, a Ditto in the bottom right? Yeah. And then it's tough looking through the camera if there's any other Pokemon. That is such a cool artwork. You can see it from Charizard's perspective, I think in one of the premium collection promos, and then Mewtwo's perspective. I think Mewtwo's perspective is slightly better. And whoa, a bend right there. And they called this lightly played. That is a little unfortunate right there. I don't think I did that myself. Yeah, I just pulled it out of the top loader. So that's kind of cruddy, actually. I might have to reach out on that one. All right, so I do have a good amount of talking points. Not a ton of cards to put away, but I'm going to do this nice and slow so I can yip-yap away since it has been a while. And the first talking point I have, I know I feel like I'm almost not cheating on you guys, but I feel like I should have let you guys know this. But I did start watching Vinland Saga, which is an anime that takes place around the time Vikings were going around and invading. And a lot of people recommend watching Vinland Saga after Attack on Titan because the main character is kind of similar. I've just finished the first season. The ending was amazing. Love the characters. There's characters that you grow to hate, and then you start to like them, and then you start to hate them again, and then you start to like them. The main character in the beginning was kind of annoying. Kind of gave me, you know, the classic Eren and Ichigo vibes. But the main character in this one, he screams way more. He loves to scream. He has some pipes. I will give him that. He has some pipes on him for sure. But overall, I think the main character is Thorfinn. And he's the son of Thors. I want to say the troll. Thors is the troll. But really great anime. I would give it, after the first season, probably a 4 or a 4.5 out of 10. And the only reason I don't give it higher is because I'm just so used to like superpowers or supernatural stuff going on. And Vinland Saga, well, it has like some feats of strength and everything. There's no like true supernatural aspect to it. So I guess that's just a part that I really enjoy and miss, I guess. But when the show can still get that high of a score, and just through like writing and characters and all that stuff and the environment, like I'm not a huge fan of Vikings or anything like that either. Like that era, not super interesting to me. But the show itself, really good. If you haven't seen Vinland Saga, highly recommend, and I'm definitely going to start watching season 2. Now we have the big promo binder to fill up, which is going to be super exciting. I get to take all these energy cards out and replace them with actual cards. It's going to be very satisfying because some of these, I mean, look at this. This is the original Sword and Shield energy right there. It's crazy. That's almost like 4 years old now, if you think about it. Oh, and if you guys were wondering, this is, I guess, the drink of choice today. If, you know, you're not of age, please, wherever you're watching this from, if you're not of age, please don't drink. But it's been a long day, for sure. So, Vinland Saga, highly recommend. There's really awesome characters in the show. Next up, Super Mario RPG. Not really much to talk about. Apparently, it is much shorter than, like, regular games are nowadays, but it's kind of nice. It's a very honest remake. Definitely matches to the original, at least so far what I've played. Little things here and there, and you can also go back to the original music, which is really cool. Anytime you can toggle between, you know, the old school music versus the new. It's really nice. So is this what I think it is? Is this number 74? Oh, wow, that's a good feeling right there. That is a good feeling. Wow, the 2 deliveries. Now I just need the freaking special delivery Bidoof, and I'll have every single promo except for that Jirachi. But no, I will just probably show a progress pic of where I'm at in the game. I'm hoping to beat it fairly soon because I know the next Scarlet and Violet DLC comes out. And then the Paper Mario remake of Thousand Year Door comes out next year too. And then I'll probably be the next game that I buy. Kind of tempted to purchase the Harry Potter game, the Hogwarts Legacy, now that it is on Switch. That is a very tempting game to purchase because I love open world games like that. And I love the Harry Potter wizarding world. So there is that. Also, there was the Latin America International Championships that occurred. The finals ended up being Iron Valiant versus Miraidon. So Iron Valiant and Intavi versus Miraidon and Iron Hands. It was a great match overall. A little messy because, you know, it's very new format with Paradox Rift and everything. So I think people are still trying to feel out their decks and everything. But overall, a great finals. And I'm just glad that my Regidrago deck can directly counter both of those. The ones that I'm kind of struggling with is if I can't get past to the peak out soon enough for Charizard, then Charizard can kind of steamroll me. And then with Roaring Moon, it's definitely a coin flip because Path to the Peak is good and can kind of help, but then it can still do 220. I can block against its insta-kill attack with Altaria, but it's kind of tricky managing that, so it actually takes some like brain skills to get through that. But overall, that actually completes the promo binder. Wow, filling in all those holes feels great. There's still a couple more from like some blisters that I have, but I just haven't opened yet. So we'll go to the final binder. All right, so now we just have a long binder journey to put this Jock in there. So I'm gonna really take my time. I did have some recent eBay sales, which went through, which is good. It was all the bulk from the Japanese 151 booster box. Since I'm not officially completing like those sets, I just wanted to keep all the cards that I wanted. I sold the rest of the bulk off, and then I sold off a PSA card that I upgraded. It was that PSA 9 basketball rookie card. I upgraded it to a 10, so I sold off the 9. Get a little money back. Why not? Also, Duolingo. I'm not sure if anyone here does Duolingo or whatever. I've been doing it for a while for multiple different languages, but I'm trying to focus on Japanese right now, and then, of course, I just do Spanish on the side, too, because it's my best language, so I try to maintain it in some ways if I'm not able to talk with people at work or whatever. But I got number 1 in the Diamond League, which, you know, nothing crazy, but it's just it's a achievement that I thought I would never achieve. But then there was one time where it had me like do a bunch of legendary challenges, and I was number 1. I was like, why not go for it? So I did a lot of the really easy challenges, constantly had my, what do you call it? I constantly had double experience points going. And also, you want to do a bunch of experience in the beginning to like discourage everybody from trying to chase you. Because if there's like a little competition, then you'll all keep pushing each other. On the first day, I just got 1,000 experience, and then no one wanted to mess with me. 1,000 experience the first day, 1,500 the second day, and then another 1,000 the third day. I was at 3,500, and then I could just kind of cruise the rest of the week because nobody wanted none of that business. So I got number 1. So yeah, I was putting off that achievement for a while because I was like, yeah, I'm never going to do that. But I finally gave into that. Talked about Misty returning. We had a good time. That was kind of one of the reasons why I had delays on my videos. Hopefully this video was all right. Let me know if you have any slabs that you're thinking about cracking or not. But we did have a good Thanksgiving. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, let me know what you did. If you got together with family or had a friends giving with friends, or just sat at home and had a virtual giving, or just binged watch, you know, a movie series or TV series or something like that. I completely understand. We actually went to my aunt's house, and she, a bunch of her significant others' family came over too. So it actually ended up being a good time. We did one game that involved money. Like the pot was $36, and Mystery actually ended up winning. She always freaking wins money. Anytime we gamble, I lose all the money. Pokemon cards, you know, gambling, and then she always makes the money back that I lose. So we balance each other out, you know. I do have a few more talking points. Let me just I'll stay on this page because this is a nice page to look at with all the gold and the Miriam and the penny and all that stuff, and the sleeping Jacques. Jacques is sleeping. I feel that, man. So I'll talk about Thanksgiving. Jujutsu Kaisen, most recent episode. I was surprised they released another episode in a timely manner. You could see little parts where the animation is going bad, but still, I love the show. The overall episodes and everything are still really good. I'm actually trying to remember what happened in the episode. Oh, this was the episode where the main character, Yuji Itadori, fought the guy that, like, anytime he touches somebody, they, like, turn into, like, a mutant or whatever, a cursed being or something like that. And Yuji has gotten into some really interesting fights. The bathroom fight, really interesting environment to fight. And then this fight, he had like a monster that came out, and it made them have to fight like in a corridor that was this wide. And somehow like really advanced moves are still happening. So really cool fighting sequence and all in there. And a character did die, which the way that he died was pretty tragic because he had a really epic episode a few episodes back where like the animation and the intensity, I'm like, why is a side character getting this much like heat right now? Like in a good way heat. And then, of course, the character passed away, which was very unfortunate. I kind of saw it happening because at the end of the previous episode, you just see him walking, and he looked like Gus from Breaking Bad after the explosion. But still, great episode. I'm excited to see how this season ends or whatever. I think it might be getting close. I have no idea. Maybe it's way more. Also, Shiny Treasures EX. So it's what our set next year is going to be based off of Paldean Fates. I think it comes off December 1st. I pre-ordered 2 booster boxes of that on eBay. So that'll probably be like the last big opening that I do besides this final Paldean Partners tin that I have. That'll probably be the final opening for the year because I just want to complete this 10th set. And then I'm done. And then, you know, saving money for Christmas and New Year's and all that stuff. But Shiny Treasures EX should be exciting. I love opening up special sets or the high-class sets from Japan because you're guaranteed something in every pack. And then the secret rare and then potential for God packs and all that stuff. So really looking forward to that. They were on eBay for around $80-something, so I thought that was a decent price compared to $151 is still in the 150s and 160s. I hope they won't reprint Japanese 151 so I can get a box to keep for the sealed collection. And then the final thing, we did do IKEA today. I thought I had been to IKEA in the past, but I think I got it confused with Bed Bath & Beyond because the experience that I had today was very different. I'll probably show some photos. Let me know. I feel like people either love IKEA or hate IKEA because, I mean, their furniture isn't the best stuff ever, but it's like decent enough quality. So if you're still like periodically moving around, like it's good enough and you can like, it's very, I don't want to say malleable, but it's like very, you can take things apart, add them to other pieces and all that stuff. Very flexible, malleable furniture for sure. So did IKEA, did lunch there. The Swedish meatballs apparently are to die for. I had them. They were decent, you know, nothing crazy. And they had decent prices, kind of similar like a Costco or Sam's Club, how the food is fairly cheap. But yeah, got that furniture. We'll see how it looks. Gonna slightly update things. If maybe in a future video I'll show how like my Pokemon section has been updated and organized. But that is all I have for this video. Sorry it was a little long for, you know, not showing off too many cards. But let me know what you have going on. Let me know how you've been and everything. I'm always open to talk about anything. And look forward to some good videos in the future for the month of December. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.